Hey, what's up everybody? Back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these old school style navy beans, or grandma's method as I like to call it. So y'all, if it looks good and you're into it, sit back, let's go. So first I am just going to get started on my rich stock that I'm going to create. So I'm starting off with some smoked turkey wings that I just picked up from my grocery store, rinsed them off a little bit, and then placed them in my Dutch oven with enough water to cover them all up. And then once I put the water in there, I just pushed them all around just to make sure that they were all fully submerged in that water. And after that, I'm just going to bring it to a boil for about 30 to 40 minutes. And after that, this is what these turkey wings are looking like. And as you can already see, they're starting to soften up a little bit, tenderize up, kind of pull apart a little bit. And you also see that milky broth that we have started to create. And this is the perfect time to add in your navy beans. So I soaked mine overnight, and I try to pull out as many of like the disfigured or the beans that were kind of like off in color, and had a whole lot of just like extra shell all over it, or whatever. Y'all just pull all that extra stuff out, and then after you do that, drain them, and then it's time to place them into that Dutch oven with that rich stock that we have started to create with those smoked turkey wings. So I get my bay leaves just in bulk from a local grocery store, and I just put them in a little freezer bag and put them in the freezer, and they're nice and fresh whenever I need them. So I'm going in with 2 bay leaves. You definitely want that in there because it really gives that all day simmered kind of vibe and taste, and even smell. Like your whole place will just smell so good when you put these bay leaves in there. I promise you on that. So you want to just get them in there, get them submerged and under that water. And then you just want to go in with a little bit more water because you're going to be cooking this for at least an hour and a half, and you really want to make sure that the beans are not drying out. So after cooking them for about 30 minutes or so, this is what these beans are starting to look like, y'all. You can already tell that that sauce has started to thicken up a little bit, or the gravy has started to thicken up a little bit, and the beans have started to soften up, and the turkey wings have already softened up earlier when we cooked them, and now they're just getting even more tender as we cook them. And I didn't mention it before, but you want to cook the turkey wings first because A, we want that nice rich stock, but B, we also want to make sure that the turkey wings are going to be nice and tender at the same time the beans become nice and tender and ready to eat. So you want to simmer them a little bit more after you add that water in there for another 30 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes. You can definitely check it to make sure that the beans are not like sticking to the bottom, or that there's no more water left in there, or if the beans are just cooking too much and are getting real mushy. Definitely make sure you're checking them during this time. It's not really a set it and forget it kind of meal, similar to if you would cook this in a crock pot or in a pressure cooker, but it's still pretty similar. You don't have to be watching it all the time, y'all. Anyway, I'm not going to be rambling about that. I'm going to get back to this. So I'm adding in about a half of a large white onion, just in quarters. And this is actually how my mom used to do it. She actually used to just put a whole big old onion in the pot and just let it cook and just let it kind of like pull apart and get soft on its own. And I really like that. I used to always tell her, can you add some extra onions up in there for me, and I'll just put them in my bowl and I'll just eat them on my own. Okay, just do it for me. So do as many onions or as little onions as you want to. Let them simmer for about 10 minutes just to kind of get those onions a little soft. And then I'm going in with a medium-sized carrot. And I also went in with a little bit more of that white onion because I just couldn't resist. And I had it over there, so why not just put it up in there? So y'all, I just stir that all up together again just to make sure that those onions and carrots were submerged in that rich stock. I was just tasting some of the beans right there just to see how far along they have come. And they are doing really well, almost there. So now, after another 15 minutes covered on medium heat, simmering away, this is what these navy beans are looking like, y'all. We are almost there. So now it is time to add in your seasonings. Do not add salt at the beginning. It'll make your beans tough, and it'll take them longer to cook, and it'll be salty. So definitely don't do that, y'all. So go in with about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of salt, fresh cracked black pepper. Then I also went in with about a quarter of a teaspoon of accent. It's basically just like MSG, and it really just brings out all of the flavors in the meal. Then I went in with a little bit of garlic. Well, not even a little bit. let me not even lie to y'all when y'all can see it in your face. Going with about as much garlic powder as you want to. And then you want to just stir that all up together. Make sure that that garlic powder and the pepper and everything is all nice and combined in those beans. And I'm just testing out everything. You can see those smoked turkey wings have already tenderized. Them things are looking good to go. And we are almost there, y'all. And y'all, I got a stupid story. So when I was growing up, my grandma used to make these navy beans all the time, and I don't know why my sister and I and my cousins thought she called these things praise the Lord beans, but we used to always, every time we went over there, we wanted these navy beans. We were like, Nana, can you make the praise the Lord beans? Can you make the praise the Lord beans? And then it took, I don't know why it took so long for us to figure out that they were called navy beans, y'all. So this recipe really is funny to me, and it has a special place in my heart because I always think about that stupid story every time I make these, y'all. So anyway, after those navy beans have cooked for about 10 more minutes on medium heat, y'all, this is what they are looking like. They are done, nice and tender, and that gravy is perfect. So y'all, of course, I wanted to serve mine with some cornbread, so I just baked up some regular old Jiffy, nothing crazy. And then I'm just going to town, just serving it up. You can serve it with rice if you want to. I know in my red beans and rice video, I served it up with some rice, but do whatever you want to do. And y'all, these beans were actually, this shot right here was actually the next day, so you can see just how thick these beans have gotten. You can definitely thin them out with a little bit of water if you want to, but they just really get better over time. Y'all already know what they say about that. Anyway, y'all, I will see you in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know down below in them comments. You can share this video, you can hit that like button, and you can subscribe to the channel, y'all, for more videos just like this one every single week. All right, y'all, I will see you in the next video. Later.